Hi, and welcome to the presentation of a very quick presentation of the multidimensional data conversion system for Intacct. This is a system that allows for historic migration of all data from any legacy system, be it Peachtree, QuickBooks, or any other financial data accounting system that has journal or general ledger reports that can be exported into CSV or Excel format. Let's quickly get through it now. So to get started, we're going to actually start within QuickBooks, and we're going to start with a journal report that is for a quarter of data on a company that's in Intacct, that's already configured in Intacct. So what we do is we already have the quarter information set up. The journal report is set up the way it needs to be. We go ahead and export it to Excel. And then as that takes a few seconds, we go ahead and get that open. Here is the Excel format. What we go ahead and do is copy and paste the journal report that's been exported into our internal program that we have written. This is going to be pasted into our intake session. It just takes the report as it comes out of QuickBooks and is able to work on it and assemble it. In the meantime, it's also checking it for errors, and it's applying all of the formulas and rules that we have created around accounts, classes, locations, departments, vendors, customers, and employees, if any of that information is appropriate to the import that's happening into Intacct. So as it's working, it's doing all those calculations. It's making sure that it's finding all of the Intacct specific accounts, the Intacct specific classes, the Intacct specific locations, departments, etc., and all of the things that the customer has said that he wants to be migrated from QuickBooks to Intacct. The process to set all of that up is about 3 to 4 hours generally, but for customers who want some very exotic migration requests, that can take up to a day or two. Okay, it seems to be done. It looks like all the processing has happened. If we go to the export tab, you'll see that the export is in the format for the Intacct general journal entry or general ledger entry format. So we've got the do not imports, we got the journals, the dates, the descriptions, the reference, the line numbers the way that Intacct wants them, the account numbers within Intacct, the memo fields, debits, credits, and general, the class ID as well as the location ID, which is appropriate for this particular customer. What we are ready to do now is actually export, and what I'll make a point of at this point is the program that we've written has a very sophisticated error detection system. So if any one of these values turned to any number other than 0, it would have alerted me to go find and fix an import error somewhere. We're about to see whether or not that's true or not. So let's go ahead and export this now and make it into a CSV file that can go in and complete the Intacct import. Here we go. So we have now made the separate export file. We're going to go ahead and contextualize the data, and then from here we're going to go ahead and save as. We're going to put it in our Intacct demo files folder. I'm going to call it AIP test 3 is going to be the name of the file. We're going to go ahead and save it, and now we're ready to go to Intacct and process the actual import. So here's our Intacct demo file that we've got set up. We're going to go to the area where we can import general ledger journal entries. We've gone ahead and set that up. We can select the file that we put into our folder that we cared about, and that was AIP test3.csv. We go ahead and import, and while it's working, I'll just let you know that the program that we've created again has the ability to import data with the same forward-looking architectural design that you've applied to dimensions going forward for the customers that you're trying to serve. The other thing that we believe is that historic migration should be a normal part of all of Intacct's implementation from a legacy system, and we do not believe that it is appropriate for a customer to ever have to have a legacy system being used if they have the ability to get all of their data in Intacct. So this is kind of a really big shift from the way things have been, and we really believe that we can use this technology to get a lot more multi-entity environment applications onboarded much, much faster. So here it is. The program is done. It has imported all 596 transactions from the quarter for this company, and it's done it with no errors as we would have expected. So thank you very much. I appreciate your attention, and we look forward to meeting you soon.